Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. So, sorry for the background. That's my mom's upstairs. But this was a video that I was been had supposed to have done, but I didn't, and kind of forgot about it. But this is a video I been was had supposed to have done, maybe like last year or sometime. I thought about this. And this is another episode to my, I'm saying, discontinued series of the Kobe Files. Me just talking about my opinion on certain things that happened in Kobe's career and so on and so forth. What's up, Cheyenne? What's popping? So this is a thought that I've always had really since, I want to say around 2012, 2013. And that's, I believe the NBA did this multiple times. They did certain things to try to hold Kobe back from passing MJ. The number one thing is of course, the infamous Chris Paul trade. Now, Chris Paul was supposed to be traded to the Lakers. Paul Gasol, he was gonna go to Houston, and I think I forgot who else was in that trade, but that was it was damn near done. The New Orleans, I think they was the New Orleans Hornets at the. No, I think they were still the Charlotte Hornets. They've not been the New Orleans Hornets. But either way it go, they didn't have an owner. And David Stern and the league were, I guess, owners of the Hornets. So that's how David Stern was able to block the trade. And other rumors were saying that it wasn't fair and other things like that. Anyways, that stopped Chris Paul from teaming up with a Kobe that was still top 5 in the league and one of his best chances at getting a championship. It also stopped Kobe from maybe getting that number 6 championship and not having to carry a riddled team with Steve Nash and Dwight Howard and tearing his Achilles. Maybe if they have Chris Paul instead of Steve Nash, that takes a lot of the pressure off of him, because Chris Paul at that point was still a scoring demon. He was one of the best guards in the NBA, defensively and offensively. And that would have been a huge, like Kobe had never played with a point guard like that, ever. That would have been Kobe's first time playing with a point guard of that magnitude. And they took that away from him. I believe secretly they didn't want him to pass Jordan. I believe that was one of the maybe the reasons. Then you had when he first came out of the draft, and Dale Carter or Dale Harris, I think that was the coach name. Every time Kobe, it's on the documentary, every time Kobe would make a great play or a flashy play, it would sit him down. They would sit him right on down. I believe it was multiple things that Kobe had to go through against the league, though. Like, especially when the Colorado situation happened, they didn't want him to be one of the faces of the league after that. But Kobe was in his prime and was so good that they had to put the eyes back on him. Like, they had no choice. But I think the league conspired to do that, because instead of letting him go to the Lakers, you let him go to the Clippers. So you let him go across the hall to a franchise that's never won anything at all. Instead of letting him go play with one of the top players in the game. But you let LeBron and team up three top 15 players in their prime. And I know people gonna say, well, they own the New Orleans Hornets or the Charlotte Hornets, and they didn't have an owner. That's why they was able to do that. I don't care, bro. That shit was with a malicious intent. Even with that, you ain't seen that shit. That shit didn't happen before. It was crazy, man. And I will never forgive the NBA for doing that, because I know for certain that Kobe would have had another championship if he would have got a prime Chris Paul. That would have did wonders for Chris Paul's career as well. So yeah, and then now you got people trying to disrespect Kobe, lying on his name. I got to come on here and expose these clutch NBA clowns like Jeff Teague and Gilbert Arenas and all these clowns. I got to come on here and destroy you niggas because the footage is out here. You're not finna lie to my face. Like I told y'all. Yeah. And so then you get the NBA just giving the shit to LeBron, basically. They already had an agenda, you know what I'm saying, with him. Everybody knows he stole that rookie of the year. That trophy should be sitting in Carmelo house right now. You can look at the numbers. You can look at who impacted their team more, who actually made the playoffs and who didn't. Melo was the better player that year, and everybody knew it. But no, that don't fit the NBA agenda. You know what I'm saying, the chosen one. So, you know, we got to give it to LeBron. They know Melo was the better player. They know he should have won Rookie of the Year. You could put a poll up right now. Who should have won Rookie of the Year in 2003? Melo, D Wade, or LeBron? I can guarantee you Melo gonna get about 80% of the votes, or at least 50 to 60% of the votes. But it it didn't fit the NBA agendas, and lead right back to Kobe in 06. And they don't give him the MVP. But years later, Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic, they get MVPs and they a 6 seed. Shit like that. Kobe averaged 35, 5 and 5, made the all defensive team. Come on, bro. That was egregious. But yeah, man, these are my thoughts about that, man. I don't see how anybody can tell me different. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Shout out Shiv God. Shout out Shiv God in the building. But yeah, that's what I really believe about Kobe. You know, like the NBA definitely held him back by doing little certain things that I mentioned in this video, whether it be the Chris Paul trade, whether it be blatantly not giving him the 06 MVP when he clearly was the best player that year, among other little things that I mentioned in this video. But whether you think it's the truth or not, it's just my opinion. And that's what it is. So y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the join button. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. This been your boy Who Is Hendo. I'm about to watch the Summer League, and we definitely gonna be back. I'm out, man. Cooper Flag, you gotta turn it up, man. You gotta turn it up. I'm out, man. Peace.